Oh, guys. We all know it. I'm gear addicted. I love gear. Every day without a new box, a new piece of gear, it's just a horrible day. I start shaking, I can't sleep, I dream about gear, I shop for gear for hours and hours and hours. Just non-stop gear. My brain, gear. And it's out of control. I have to admit, it's out of control. I'm wasting way too much time with gear. You're right. I should focus on more music, and I do. Like, music is my life. It's above gear 100%, but gear is creeping into my music making time. And that's not good. Definitely not good. So today, the solution, I got someone, his name is Andy, and Andy is specialized in helping people with gear addiction. So let's welcome Andy, the gear guy. He's now taking care of my gear needs. He is responsible for what gear to buy, what gear to get, where to get it. He buys it, he brings it here. Andy, the gear guy. One round of applause. Thanks a lot. He doesn't talk a lot. All he thinks about is gear. So we communicate without talking. Just look, you see, he looks at me and I'm like, ooh, I need something new. Moog, definitely a Moog. Matriarch, the big one. Tomorrow? Okay, let's go. It's a Korg M1. Legendary. One of the most legendary synthesizers ever. I think with the Yamaha DX7, the most produced, most sold synthesizer on the planet. Very cool sound, very cool, like classic organ, house, this one right here. Classic piano, this one right here. Tropical house, this one right here. And I don't know how Andy did it, and huge thanks to him. Like, he's a magician when it comes to gear. He somehow managed to get one that just is in incredible conditions. It's so good. He told me if I don't buy it, I'm stupid. This one right here probably was never on stage. There are no scratches left and right. I mean, you have to think about it. I think they started selling them in '88. So it could be, wait, let me check, 88 or 87. Yeah, 88 to 94. So it's probably 28, 27 plus years old. And it just looks phenomenal. And he told me everything works. He's a master when it comes to getting gear. By the way, if you want to buy a MIDI keyboard, these Korg M1s are really inexpensive. They sell usually between 250, 300 euros, at least here in Europe. I think in the US you could even get them for a little less. Think about it. You get a MIDI keyboard. What is it? I think 61. Yeah, 61 keys. And rock solid, heavy metal, plus Korg M1 sounds. It's not just a stupid MIDI keyboard, it's a MIDI keyboard with sounds, very legendary sounds you can use in any kind of style of music. And you got this little joystick right here, which is again in phenomenal shape for this thing being so old. I just had to. I mean, you can explain me for hours and hours that the plug-in version sounds better or the same. I don't care. I just want to have this legendary piece of equipment, of history, music history. I just want to have it. And thanks to Andy, there's more coming. Really quick, cleaning it a little and then hooking it up. It's so much fun. I explored everything, know how it works. It's actually way more complex than you might think, because there isn't a lot. There's like a keypad with numbers, so you can dial in any kind of preset. And then you have like initial combi program sequence card. You can add cards in here to have more sounds. I'll definitely try and ask Andy if I need any more cards. If he says yes, we'll get all of the cards. Then there's like edit, global, like there is a bunch of stuff. So for example, let's go to combi, because those are the most legendary kind of sounds, combining multiple of the sounds together. We got strings. You hear them a lot. The piano. Some bells. Ooh, percussion organ. I think that's the one. Let's see. I think, oh yeah, that's it. Legendary. Like a lot of like orchestra, like it's, I don't want to say it's organic sounding, but it's the most organic sounding of all of the not organic sounding synths. And it's like, it's a rompler, it's using samples and synthesis, like it's just legendary. Just some horns. Airy kind of ambient sounds. 144 Bombay. I don't know what it sounds like. Nice. Wind. Ooh. That one's good. Electric guitar. The preset just says China. Ooh, drums. Legendary drums. And you can just like, here's like, you have buttons A to H, and you can click them, and they're responsible for OC balance, cutoff, level, I think pan, sensitivity for velocity, attack time, release time, and effect balance. So I just click on H, effect balance. Quite a lot of reverb. No reverb. It's cool. It's cool. It's so cool. And it just sounds so vintage in a way. But since it's still being used today, especially for house music, it's still very relevant. And there are some sounds, I hear them on other tracks and I'm like, yeah, Korg M1. So it's something you should have in your arsenal, either the plugin version or the real deal. And again, if you think about it, you get a MIDI keyboard, 61 keys, a nice joystick. You can hook it up like audio out and record the sounds. You have MIDI. It's one of the very first ones having like MIDI. You just need like an adapter MIDI to USB. And that's it. You can have cards. The cards are really inexpensive, I think. And play, jam, have your sounds, plus the keyboard. If you buy a keyboard and the Korg M1 as software, it's more expensive. So why not just get the real deal? And help kind of to keep these alive, like in 10, 20, 30 years. They might not be around anymore, or at least not that many. And someone probably selling it, happy about the cash and more room in their house, because that thing is actually quite big. But if you have a studio, need a MIDI keyboard, it's 100% a recommendation. Like, no plugin on this planet ever made me so happy for an entire day, and probably a lot of days to come, as this. Plugins are just like, it's like, again, another plugin. You just click, 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 that's it. This one right here, I can just play and go into the set. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Maybe it's just like the feel. Maybe that feel will also help me to make better music. Maybe. I don't know. At least like have more fun while making it. So consider a Korg M1 or any other vintage kind of synth you can get your hands on. Ooh. I'm sensing. Yeah. Andy just like, I received a message. There's more vintage stuff coming. That's good. I'm happy. More gear, happy John.
Hello.
I got something for you.
You did?
Kind of.
So it's for you?
Yeah, probably. Someone sent it to me.
Yummy, yummy.
Nutella for the two of us.
Kind of asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, I said, just send me some random stuff or snacks or gear, and someone, I don't know who, but maybe that person will let me know in the comments. No, he ordered it via Amazon.
Oh, okay.
which is smart. So if anyone interested, the address is in the description. Like Nutella, what else do you like? Like the Haribo stuff?
Yes. Or
Maybe
kind of candy.
Koalas.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's the best.
But you don't let me have it.
No, it's like that's too crazy. It's too crazy.
No, it's not.
It's too
It's
crazy.
the best.
Or gear. Like gear always.
But here you buy yourself.
No. I now, cause like, it was too much. You know how much I sit at home and like check out new stuff. I actually employed someone to take care of it.
All right.
That's smart, right?
Yes.
More
you're
time.
so smart.
More time for the two of us.
Perfect.
Perfect.